I was researching a program for my next step, which is my doctoral program. And I researched a bunch of different schools, and one of the schools that jumped out at me right off the bat was the University of Findlay. The structure of the University of Findlay is such that you are immediately immersed into a community. And that community of educators are the people who guide you from the beginning all the way to the end. And I never felt like I would be alone. Even from my very first interview at the University of Findlay for my doctoral program, I met professors who would eventually become my professors and my advisors and my committee, and they were able to help guide me into the path that I wanted to study, to research, and they were so supportive even from day one that I knew that I was in the right place. I'm in the classroom currently, and I felt like I was able to use all of the materials that I was given. And again, it's that one-on-one caring instructor format that exists that makes the educational program here so phenomenal. There was so much flexibility because being a full-time educator already, I was a little concerned about how I would balance the workload. But not only are they forgiving and flexible and willing to work with you when you communicate your needs, but also they sort of prepare you ahead of time to let you know next semester is going to require this. So even while you're in a semester, you already know what's coming, and it never felt like a surprise or something that I was unprepared for. I took classes all about the educational process, about leadership. We learned all about how to be educational leaders, which is a lot different than a business leader in the world today. And we took a ton of information about research and how to find great studies and read those studies and analyze them, and more importantly, apply them into our everyday classroom management. And our dissertations were actually created and formed in our classrooms with the guidance of a professor. So I never felt like I was alone. Even my cohort was a great support to me as we were going through the journey together. Absolutely recommend the University of Findlay for a doctoral program, and I have recommended it to others because the one-on-one care that you receive here is second to none. You will never feel like you are floundering or like you are alone, and even the obstacles and the difficulties that we face in trying to figure out what our next step will be, we always are working as a team together, and that is priceless. My study for my doctoral program was empathy and education, and the importance of using empathy in the classrooms and teaching new teachers how to utilize that empathy. There were lots of studies that I was pointed towards from my professors about empathy, and then I was able to take a different angle and study the different kinds of empathy and the ways that we can incorporate it into the classroom. So I felt like what I was doing was innovative, even though it was a topic that had been studied lots of times before. So for the empathy and education format that I used for my dissertation, I am going into schools all over Ohio and talking to superintendents and their staffs about how we can better serve students using empathy in our classrooms every single day.